Welcome to Real Talk. Hopefully the stream holds up. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry, but yeah. Either way, flipping on them thoughts, flexing on them hoes.
Here's the... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Okay.
What?
I thought I was hearing something. I heard voices. I was like, are we adding somebody to the podcast tonight?
I wasn't watching Bewitching at all. She just started her stream.
I saw her live notification. She gave me attention last night. That made my night. I started crying. Anywho, this is Real Talk episode 6, everyone.
Oh, yeah. I looked at your title to see what because usually you put the subject in your title. Because for once in my life, I don't actually know what's happening, so...
This is a surprise for Real Talk. Bakugou got caught off guard, but... I like it when we don't know what we're doing. It just comes off the top of our head. It feels more natural. We don't have a list to go off. Are we playgrounding? Just us?
I don't want to do that. Let's do duos.
Alright.
That's a whole lot of L's I don't feel like catching right now.
Alrighty, everybody, for those of you just joining, this is episode 6 of Real Talk, and tonight's beginning topic at that. Hopefully my audio sounds good. I'm using a new headset. I'm not using my standard mic. I'm trying something new out.
You sound beautiful.
But this is episode 6 of Real Talk. So this past week, the UK press conference for the boxing match between the Pauls, KSI, and Deji. That press conference was a clusterfuck. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. I'm going to let Bakugou take it away with his opinion on... We'll start with Jake Paul and Deji. We'll start with that one. What are your opinions on that?
I feel like this fight shouldn't even happen. Okay, first of all, Deji doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He has no, center of gravity of how to shit-talk someone. Jake made fun of him for only having one phrase, yet when they're in the USA doing the press conference, all Jake said was Walmart, and that's
Walmart.
It. Yeah, dude, I just don't think... I think the Logan KSI fight, that needs to happen, personally. I think that needs to happen. One of them needs to get their ass kicked, but Jake versus Deji is just extra. It's just so much extra shit that, I don't care about that fight. I don't think anybody really cares, because who cares about those two, in my opinion? So it's like that segment made me want to throw up, because it was a dumpster fire. It was awful. yeah, that's all I got for Deji versus Jake. I don't care.
So, my opinion on the Deji versus Shake shenanigans is, Jake was obviously out of his comfort zone. I'll give him that much. He was really out of his comfort zone. He was in a room of people that hated his guts. It's UK, of course. Deji and KSI have the fucking home field advantage here.
Oh yeah.
But I think he took it pretty well. I mean, compared to Logan Paul, which we'll get into here in a bit. He took it pretty well. He knows. Like, I watched what is it? The guy who was like refereeing it. I can't remember his name right now, but I watched it, like what was going on in his head while everything was going on. And what it comes down to is, yeah, the boxing match is just a show. Like when Logan came out, when Jake came out, he was like, "Thank you all for coming to the show," and like he knows that this is just a show. Deji and KSI are taking it as more. They're taking it personally. Like, I mean, after everything that's happened, they have the right to, but they're also being made look okay. In the sense of Logan Paul versus Deji, I couldn't care less who wins. I couldn't care less.
You mean Jake Paul?
Yeah, Deji and Jake. I get them mixed up. They're both fucking idiots.
They are, yeah.
They're just in the sense, I don't care who wins. That fight is an undercard. Nobody really is coming for that fight. They're coming for KSI and Logan. And it's pointless in my opinion for that to happen, because literally nobody cared about Deji and Jake before. Like, it was supposed to be KSI versus both the Pauls at first. He was going to play one round with one and one round with the other. Deji just fucking throws his hat into it, which is fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have minis for you.
I think Jake took it pretty well. He didn't break down. He knew that it was just a show. Like, from a professional standpoint, I respect him for that. He knows that it's just the new compact SMG.
I'm jealous.
He knows that it's a show. Deji's out for blood, which you can tell. Deji got worked. Like, Deji was fired up this fucking one.
Yeah,
His fucking roasts were actually shit, but he was fired up. He was ready.
Yeah, he's awful.
Whose period blood are you wearing? But he's also wearing red, so.
Right. Like, that whole situation was awful, in my opinion. I just couldn't do it. Like, I think I actually watched a little bit of it, but skipped, like, the actual, like, their just confrontation. It was just unhappy. It wasn't, like, I get it. They were trying to promote, but they did a horrible job at it. Minis for you right here.
On it, boss. But yeah, I mean, even the dude who was hosting it, he has a YouTube channel. He talked about what was going through his head during that whole thing, and it was just like, he even said that the crowd was crazy. He couldn't control them, which, I mean, I don't blame him. That's a lot of people who are going crazy because they're the biggest YouTubers of their, like, country are representing them.
Oh yeah.
Like if PewDiePie came to fucking America, you're not controlling that crowd. It's fucking PewDiePie, dude. You're not.
Yeah, there's no controlling that crowd at all. PewDiePie's way too big for, like, if PewDiePie was to get into a fight, oh my god, everybody would watch that shit. Like, I mean, he wouldn't do that because it's PewDiePie, but damn, dude.
Yeah, dude, I agree.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the Logan versus KSI.
Logan Paul and KSI.
That's the big one. Did you watch the new video that was uploaded onto the KSI versus Logan Paul channel?
Not today.
Okay, so in that video is basically like, you know how Deji and Jake did a sit down or whatever?
Oh, it was the sit down with each other. They did one.
Yes. Yeah, they did one.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's a recommended. I actually enjoyed it. I think, honestly, they both acted very calm. Like when you watch Deji versus Jake, that sit down.
Deji was trying to get under his skin.
It was very unprofessional. You know what I mean? Like they were just throwing cheap shots at each other, but like you could just tell, like Logan versus KSI, there was like a calm there, like a very heated calm. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like when you look at them, they just want to kill each other. And that, like, even Logan said that, like, KSI called him out and said, you look uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable? And Logan said, no, dude. No, I just want to fight you right now. That's it. He said, I don't see the point in this. I just want to fight you. And that, like, for me, to just see Logan just be so calm about it and not, like, trying to amp shit up.
Not being arrogant asshole.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like, that just made me want to watch the fight even more. So yeah, that's my whole. I have a different take on it because I did watch the sit down. So my viewpoint on like that versus what they're doing now, like it's crazy, dude. Like I'm ready for that fight. I do not care about Jake or Deji though. So they're just.
I don't either. I don't blame you.
They're just.
But let's go to the press conference. Oh my, that was something interesting to watch.
Interesting, bro. Yeah, Logan Paul shut down. Like he just didn't say anything.
So Logan Paul, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Logan Paul comes out, and you can tell straight away that he's uncomfortable. He's not being an arrogant. He didn't talk to anybody when he came out. He waved and sat down. He didn't say anything. If you take the LA conference, when he came out, gunshots up ahead. When he came out, everybody was screaming and cheering for him. When he came out here, he was getting booed, and he was not mentally prepared for it. He's been through a lot this year. The whole Forest incident, which we can't care. Fucking, I'm finally getting fucking copyrighted shit, so I'm not gonna really put too much on it. I'm getting pushed, by the way. The whole copyright. I mean, the whole Forest incident and everything.
Sorry, I'm hyper focusing right now.
Oh, you're fine. I'm dealing with the Omega. He has an RPG. Are you kidding me? Anyways, guys, before we got distracted, Logan Paul is obviously out of his comfort zone. Comes in, doesn't say anything. In the LA conference, all of his fans were cheering him on.
Oh yeah.
Everybody there supported him, and he was hyping it up. It was a show. He saw it as a show. He came out the conference now. So uncomfortable. He was out of his zone, and fucking
didn't want to be there.
KSI comes out, and KSI was ready. Like KSI was ready.
Came out wearing his wig.
And
yeah.
Everything. Like, it was insanity, guys. Honestly, KSI goes. He just goes in and goes in and goes in.
And which, you know, KSI did make a good. Like, I wasn't into the whole him attacking his family and shit like that, because that's. You know, the people do that anyways. But one thing he did say about Logan's dad it was really weird, was that thing that they did where they blindfolded that girl and had him kiss his dad. Like, that was fucking weird. Like, I did, like, out of all the trash talking that KSI did, I was like, alright, yeah. I see his point on that. Like, you need to speak up on that one. That was fucking, that's weird, dude. Like,
he was going after everybody who was around Logan that was loving him. Everybody that supported Logan, KSI went in on.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
That.
Oh, yeah.
God, the girlfriend with the 15% nut. God. Honestly, guys, it was insane. That conference.
Which, I mean, that's... No, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
That just takes it into, should we sympathize with Logan Paul? Like, but in my opinion, no. No.
Give your opinion on why not. There, you do you.
Alright, so when it comes to Logan Paul, like, I don't sympathize, because, like, if you, I don't really want to talk much about the Forest or anything, like you said, because, you know, the whole copywriting thing, but, like, in my opinion, it's kind of like, how can I sympathize with someone who says that they weren't trying to be like that, but you were, bro. Like, you were trying to be like that. Like, if you didn't think that it was funny, you wouldn't have posted on your channel. Like, that's what I think PewDiePie even touched in on that. You know, there's YouTubers out there that are doing crazy shit to remain relevant. And, you know, like, that, I think Logan was at a point in his career where he didn't feel relevant. And he's like, oh, how can I get some views? And then he actually had people on there supporting him and shit. So, no, I don't sympathize with Logan Paul. There's no way I ever would. You know, it takes a lot for me to sympathize for someone. But how can I sympathize with someone who I personally think genuinely enjoyed what he did? You know, if he didn't enjoy it, then why would he even put it up? You know, he had to have sat there and been like, oh, you know, he wasn't thinking about the negative effects. He didn't think there'd be any because he's Logan Paul. You know, he in a sense feels privileged. And, you know, when people reacted negatively, I don't think that he was able to, you know, comprehend it.
I mean, okay, I get that. I understand why you wouldn't be able to sympathize with him. I mean, I thought this, like, seeing him in distress and to This animator, by the way, Andre Animations. If you haven't heard of him, check him out. I recommend it. Andre, like he looked human for once.
Oh, at the press conference? Oh yeah, he did. He genuinely
He
looked.
finally didn't. He wasn't in content creator mode. He was in. I'm actually in fucking trouble.
Yeah, he looked scared. He honestly looked scared. And in that point, in that aspect of it, yes, because I know me personally, I have bad anxiety. So if I'm put in a situation where I don't feel comfortable, I get that part. You know, so I do in a way kind of understand, and I do sympathize in that aspect. But you know, with him trying to say like. He even made a video with it and really pissed me off. He made a video saying, "Oh, I didn't upload for this long period of time, and I gained off of it." Like, come on, dude. Like, you already fucked up. Why? Because that's
another problem. He brags and brags and brags and brags, and he doesn't get that there's fucking a downside to it.
Yeah, he doesn't see a downside because again, he's Logan Paul. There's like, oh my, good shot, my dude. Like, oh my god, that was awesome. But yeah, like I think that was an eye opener for him, and I think that's why Logan was so calm in the sit down and the talk. Like it just made it more real for him. You know, he was like even in the sit down, you know, Logan was different. Like he had a different perspective of things. He had a different mindset, and he basically just doesn't want to talk anymore, which is a surprise to me because he always wants to talk. So. I don't know. It's a touchy situation, honestly. Like I can get where people would want to sympathize with him, but I can also understand where like there is no sympathy. Like I just want to see one of them. Like I want to see Logan get knocked out, and then I'll feel better about the whole thing, honestly.
And then, to my opinion on it, I do sympathize with Logan Paul, and a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, which I get. I really do get. I understand it. I really do. But he's finally realizing. At least at the press conference. Okay, I have two standpoints on it. How I felt at the press conference and how I felt. He had an interview with Casey Neistat, if you didn't know. That in a second. At the conference, I sympathize with him because he's finally realizing, holy shit, I really fucked up. Like, these people actually hate me. Like, they genuinely hate me. Like, he actually broke down. He winds up leaving the press conference. Like, he couldn't do it. That wasn't a Logan Paul I've ever seen. And then after the press conference, everything... His dad got hit, by the way. Seju's getting sued. But...
Oh, I believe it.
It's insane. It's insane. And then he had an interview with Casey Neistat where he was talking about the whole Thor situation, and he was just like... Casey Neistat asked what happened. He's just, there's an autopilot that YouTubers turn on to push out content and push out content and push out content, and they don't think, is what he said. This is his words. And Casey asked, how does he know he's not in that autopilot right now? He's not just trying to look good to get his views up. I can't remember his answer because it wasn't necessarily a good one. But he also asked, he was like, Casey asked him, does he notice that his voice can reach to a lot of other people? Like, his suicide prevention video is the most viewed ever made.
Yeah.
And his response to that was, literally, Casey was like, does this humble you? Does this show that you can reach out to other people? And Logan's just like, it's the most viewed video. He just worries about views, and that's all he cares about is making money. So, to a sense, yeah, I sympathize with him. He fucked up. He knows he fucked up. But
right.
He has to realize at one point or another that what he's doing is wrong.
I think that's why I haven't sympathized with him yet, because I don't think he realizes what he's doing is wrong. Because, you know, he's just like, oh, why should I care? Because it's actually viewed. You know, why? Like, whenever he posted when the video first came out for the whole controversy or whatever, he said, "Oh, you know, it's getting views. You know, like I don't understand what the problem is. Like he didn't see nothing about like any type of disrespect. And the only reason that he ever made a video like the suicide prevention was, you know, I gotta fix this. He's like in his head, he was like, I need to fix this because I fucked up. Like as you said, he understands that he fucked up, but in another sense, I don't think he cares because he's still getting views and he's still popular. So why would he be humble? Like if his fans, if everyone dropped off, unsubscribed, didn't watch him anymore, yeah, Logan might finally wake up. But you know, I just don't see it happening anytime soon.
But I was reading. I'm dead. I was reading a comment on my pad because I was down. But it's just everything that's going on is just insanity surrounding this, and this does make KSI look like a bad guy, to a sense. It does make KSI look like the bad guy in this situation.
It does.
Like KSI, he saw that Logan was distraught and didn't give a shit. He's out for blood. He at first he was the people's, like the way Andre explained it, which I completely agree. I can't explain it better myself. KSI's the people's champion for calling out the Paul brothers. Everybody loved him for it. He is doing what everybody else wanted to do, punching the Pauls in their face. And everybody loved him for it, but now we're sitting here with Logan Paul obviously distraught about everything. And KSI is not slowing down. He's going and going and going, and he's out for blood. At first, it seemed like he was doing it for everybody who wanted him to do it. Now it looks like he's going for it for his own merits.
Because he's genuinely mad. Like, he's angry. Like, you can see that, too. Like, I think, if I can quote him on this in the sit-down, KSI referred to himself as God. And Logan Paul looked at him and was like, what are you talking about? And then, Logan Paul said something like, Jesus Christ. KSI said, don't talk about my son like that. Or, like, I don't know, dude. But, like, I think, like, just, if you watch the sit-down, dude, you'll understand. Because, like, it was like, the feeling of it was just, like, everything that's happened is a culmination of that. And then everything from that is a culmination of what's going to happen at that fight. And it's just going to be amazing.
And my money is, of course, on KSI. With everything going through Logan's head right now, he's not going to be in the right place. He has all those stuff going on about everything that's happened this past year. He has all that about his dad getting hit, etc. That on top of being punched in the face by KSI over and over, you're not going to do well. You're not going to be able to stay focused during this entire match.
We see Logan brought that up in the. He didn't really bring that up in the sit down, but he did mention that he doesn't think that KSI is what was the word, athletically built enough to take on Logan, which Logan brought up his wrestling and etc., like stuff like that, but Logan's never had actual experience in boxing. You know, KSI has more experience in that than he does. Now, if it was an MMA match, I'd bet on Logan, because Logan has a wrestling background, trains in mixed martial arts, but it's a boxing match, and hands down, I think KSI got him at least by the 4th round knockout. I don't know. What round do you think? How long do you think Logan can actually last? I mean, looking at them too, like physically, how long do you think that Logan?
Physically, Logan's not going to get tired. I can tell you that much. I can say that much for the fact that Logan has done a lot of sports. Logan's body is built. Like, athletically speaking, Logan won't be too tired. If he's actually training, which you don't know, he hasn't put anything really out on training.
He's been very secretive. Yeah, I couldn't find anything.
Yeah. If he's actually training, he'll do fine. My money's on KSI to win. KSI has more background.
Right.
KSI knows what he's doing in a boxing match. Like, let's take the Joe Weller fight, for instance. KSI knew what he was doing the entire time. He was wearing him down and wearing him down and wearing him down.
Yeah, they touched on the Joe Weller, and Logan said the only reason KSI won that fight is because, no offense to Joe Weller, of course, that's what he said. You know, Joe Weller just wasn't physically athletic enough to keep up with KSI. Which I agree with, because if you watch the fight, KSI does wear him the fuck out. Like, in every punch, like, Joe just fades. The longer the fight goes on...
Jab and jab.
Yep, the longer the fight goes on, the more Joe Weller gave up, you know.
I'm sorry, but yeah, I agree.
see what else happened with it. Yeah, nothing really has came to light other than you know, just the press conferences, man. Like, they're so each press conference is so one-sided, and then I think you're right about that, honestly, because like just seeing Logan, just the way he acted, it looked like he was about to cry at their press conference, in my opinion. Like the look on his face, anyway. He just looked like he wanted to cry.
Did he explain why he was like that at the press conference in the sit-down?
No, he actually avoided talking about it. He didn't want to talk about it at all. Like, I think that's what made it so real for me, like, to make me see that, you know, Logan is, in his head, he's understanding, you know, like, oh shit, this is happening, this is an actual, like, this ain't entertainment anymore, I'm about to fight this guy, and it's setting in as it goes on, and, you know, like, he does look uneasy in the sit-down. He does. He looks uneasy, doesn't want to be there, and KSI kept poking at him, just like, poke, like, you know, you don't want to be here, do you? And Logan just, no, I don't want to be here. He said, I want to punch you in the face. I want to fight you. So no longer does Logan Paul see it as making money. He sees it as an actual fight, and that's crazy, because Logan always sees it as making money.
It's making, as working, like, not even that, it's just, like, views. He sees it as views and views.
Yes.
And that's all it's been to them up until now. When we came to the UK and they saw what it really was.
Yeah, it's an actual fight. Now, with Deji and Jake, I don't know what they see it as. You can't tell what they see it as because they both act immature.
You can tell what Jake sees it as.
Well,
Jake
yeah.
sees it as a show, as explained when he first came out. He was like, thank you all for coming to the show. Jake understands that it's just a show. Deji's out for blood.
Yeah, and again, I think you never know, because Deji doesn't look like a fighter, but dude, he could come out there and murder Jake Paul. We don't know what's gonna happen in that fight. I mean, I kind of want to see who wins, but it's not gonna be them. Isn't gonna be the reason why I actually buy the shit. You know, I'm gonna buy it because it's Logan versus KSI. That's why I want to buy it. I don't want to buy it for those. If it was those two, I'd be like, oh. You know, I'm just going to stream that day. I'm not going to, you know, worry about it.
Yeah. Stream a live reaction, question mark.
Ooh, should we? Or, well, the only issue with that is we'd have to mute the actual event going on, because if the sound happens during our streams, that's, you know, we get copyrighted for that. I will say that's something that, you know, because they don't want it being shown anywhere else but that channel. So, you know, that's one thing that's gonna, like, so we could easily do that. We could even do a live play-by-play while we're playing the game, or something, like, or put a screen up, that way, you know, people can watch something going on and just have like an actual, like, and just give our thoughts during it and just have fun. Make it a real talk, but like one of those, I don't know how to say it. I don't know, like a real talk live play-by-play. I think that's the right way to say it, yeah. Just like that. I'd be down for that, 100%. Like, because that's...
I agree.
It's a fight that everybody wants to see, and I think that, you know, people who can't watch it can watch our channels for free. Subscribe. And, then... and then, you know, like, we could just do it that way. Like, I mean, you know, if people don't... They can just come watch it, you know, come listen to us. We're great people. Or, you know, if you don't think we're great people, just watch it anyway. But, yeah, I would love to do that personally.
Hey, gun me down. I have a gold heavy, please. That's the game. Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I'm personally excited for the fight. I don't know. My money's on Jake Paul and KSI for the wins.
Okay, well, let's talk about that then. So, let's talk about the actual, like, where the fuck are they at? Hold on. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I don't even know where they're at. I'm just gonna run until I get shot.
Actual what?
Alright, so let's talk about the actual fighting. Let's break it down. So, Deji versus Jake. Who do you think's gonna win what round do you think they're going to win? And do you think they're going to win by an actual knockout or the ref stoppage?
Jake Paul, round 3 knockout.
Not like a full knockout, or like the ref being like, yo,
Straight knocked out. Straight knockout. My reason being is, it's Jake Paul. He's going to fuck around and get his money. He's going to get his money's worth. Deji doesn't seem too harmful at all. Deji had to switch trainers. He left the Sidemen house, which is like KSI in them's house. He's not. It doesn't look like he's putting in too much training to it. Jake Paul has a fighting background. Sure, it may only be wrestling, but it's still fighting. He has experience in entertaining. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, my money is definitely on Logan. Logan, fuck that. No, Jake, not Logan. What about you? What do you think?
I don't like. Okay, so with Deji versus Jake, it's very hard for me to even pick someone to win because I personally just want it to be a double knockout. You know, concussion, comas, the works. That's what I want to see. I want to see them both get knocked out. Oh, just get. I mean, that would be fucking hilarious. But oh yeah, get wrecked, bitch. Get out of here. So as far as the fight goes, okay, let me break this down in my head, because when it comes down to an actual fight, obviously Jake looks like he's gonna win. Clearly, athletic. You know, I feel like he'd be able to. Like when it comes down to those two, I think it's gonna be who has more cardio. Do I think Jake has more cardio? Absolutely. But if it's so tough, man. I don't know. With these two, personally, God, I'm having a really hard time with this. I'm actually fumbling around. I genuinely don't know who to pick. I'm gonna go Jake. Ref stoppage, 4th round. I think Deji will probably get. Oh, I broke that, didn't I? Damn it. I think Deji's going to tire out. I don't think he's actually going to get the knockout because I don't think Logan possesses, or Jake possesses that. See, my brain keeps wanting to go back to them because that's the only fight that I care about. Yeah, I don't think, you know, Jake has the you know, the knockout power. Yeah, so Logan versus KSI.
Round 3 knocked out. Not knocked out. No. It's not gonna end in knocked out. Round 4 called off by the ref. KSI's win. I know my voice cracked. KSI win. Logan Paul's too athletically built to be straight knocked out. He'd have to be worn down in actual fuckload to be straight knocked out. Joe Weller wasn't straight knocked out. He was close. It was called off before that, but he wasn't straight knocked out.
How many rounds did they say that those two were doing? Because I know Deji and Jake are only
6.
Yeah, Deji and Jake are only doing like 3 rounds. I don't think their fight isn't going to be even that long. But even then, I don't think it's going to go the distance by any means. I know KSI says he's going to win by 4th round. Logan says he's going to win by 3rd round. If it's 6 rounds, I'm going to say late in the 5th. Just because when you look at them both athletically, like they're both machines, right? So I can't give Logan Paul that. You know, him and KSI, they're both machines. They're both going to be fighting each other really fucking hard. They're going to be going for it. Now, anything can happen. It's fighting, so anybody could get knocked out any time. But I think TKO, which is the ref stoppage, like, you know, where Logan's too worn out, can't go anymore. Late in the 5th round, KSI wins TKO. That's my thoughts on it.
Either way, it's gonna be a good match.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. Yeah, I wasn't at first, but like just thinking about it, and it's like, oh okay. And then like I see the promos and I see the press conferences. I see the changes on Logan's face. I see KSI changing a little too, and it's all culminating to one thing, and it's just gonna be amazing in my opinion. I think that it's gonna be fantastic.
I couldn't agree more.
I know, I think they said that the Paul dad fucking called out KSI, and I was just laughing like, bro, sit down. You're gonna die. Like, don't fight KSI. You know, because he wanted to do that, actually, and it was fucking hilarious the way it happened. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll fight you." It's like, no, sit your old ass down. Calm down.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, I got you a shotgun. There you go.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Also, the fuck, somebody stay up. I'm just saying.
Ooh, I got a mini for you. There you go. Oh, this has been a good roll talk.
I mean, his dad is really trying to get involved in this, dude.
I hate his dad. I hate the Paul's father. Like, he's so irrelevant, but he tries to, like, his sons have success, so he's like, I should have that too. And it's like, no, bro. It's, you know, your sons did all the work. You know, you're just, I don't even know what his dad does, and I honestly could care less. Hold on, gotta go to the secret hideout.
Oh shit, forgot about this. Also, guys, the few of you viewing, if you haven't already, like the video. It does help us a lot. It gives us relevancy. Share it with your buddies. Tell them to come watch the live stream. We're talking about relevant stuff, guys.
Wait, why did I drop that? I got a purple heavy.
There's a blue burst. Somebody's above us. Don't go without me, sir.
Oh. I'm not stupid enough to go without you.
I can't get up.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, share it with all your friends. If you're in my Discord, at everybody. Tell them to bring their asses here.
Yes.
Send it to all your friends. Tell them that it is almost time for the Q&A section of Real Talk. We're not doing that just yet, but we're gonna get there, guys.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about the situation, honestly?
Do what?
Anything else you want to say about the situation, honestly?
I lightweight wish that it would kind of stop. I wish the fight would already happen. I'm ready. Like Logan said, I'm tired of hearing the talking. Honestly, I just want to see the fighting aspect of it now. I want to see them get out there, you know, whoop some ass and just have a beer afterwards. Cause like it just, I don't see a point in the whole arguments anymore. It's time to fight. You know what I mean? It's that time.
I feel that.
Yo.
In front of us.
Holy shit. Wait,
This
someone's
kid's a
building.
builder.
I'm down. Oh, dude, I got a purple heavy too. Damn.
I choked. I couldn't agree less. It can be over soon, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Now, let's see. What the fight's August 25th. We're at July 29th, so damn, it's roughly like 27 days away. Yeah.
About a month.
And the worst part is they're just gonna keep talking. I think the fight should be moved up. It should, you know, they should definitely move that shit up. Have it to where it's like, oh, okay, you guys are gonna fight. You're gonna fight now. You know, we're not gonna wait. Oh, we're doing 50-50. It's cool.
Yeah, it's way easier to focus on the conversation. What is up, Akun? Welcome back. If you haven't been watching the stream so far, we have covered our opinions on KSI, Logan Paul, Deji, and Jake Paul. To sum it all up, it's Jake Paul and Deji, pointless. Nobody cares. Nobody really cares.
Nobody cares. Unless you're like a hardcore Jake Paul fan.
Yeah. What it comes down to is it's personal now. It used to be a show. They took it as a show at first. KSI has now made the bad guy because he's going after somebody who seems vulnerable, who seems human at this point. Because nobody looked at Logan Paul as a normal human before this. Everybody looked at him as a heartless piece of shit. And it's just, yeah. Anything else you want to cover on it before we hop into the Q&A section?
No, honestly, I'm good. I said everything that I needed to say. If you guys haven't yet, like and subscribe to IAmBakugou and Skizzitude, because we are the best around.
Share with all your friends, do all that good shit, and without further ado, welcome to the Q&A section of Real Talk, where you can ask us anything you want.
Anything.
Anything at all.
Oh, except for like real names and stuff like that. But you know.
Oh yeah, super personal shit. Try and stray away from. But if you have missed the first part of the podcast, rewind it. There, you can. My streams are up afterwards, so you should be able to rewind and watch it from the beginning.
Yes, very good stuff. It was actually a very good real talk.
One.
Yeah, very productive. Yeah, I like. Yeah, catch me off guard more often because if I have a schedule, man, it fucks me up.
It feels forced. I don't want it to feel forced.
Yeah, same. I prefer this. This was more fun. Like we get our opinions, so you know.
Do I stream every day? Just about.
Yeah, just about.
Honestly, it is a lot easier. It's a lot easier than sitting here and editing out videos. Which, don't get me wrong, we have a couple videos on the way. My editor Zeku has been busting his ass to help me put out some good content for you guys to binge watch.
Yep, and I am a raw content creator. I do not edit my videos. I like to let you guys see me get my ass kicked, which is a lot. So, if that's what you want to see, you're at the right place.
But yeah, I try. I stream just about every day this month. At that.
Yeah, you've had a consistent schedule.
My channel has picked up a lot this last month. If you're new around here, how long have I been doing YouTube? What is this month? 7th? July is the 7th month.
Have you been doing it that long?
It doesn't feel like that long at all.
No,
just about 7 months then.
You hardcore started in February, I feel like.
So if I hardcore started in February, I've been taking YouTube seriously for about 5 months.
And he's done a fantastic job.
Are you and everyone else down for helping me in the Akun Talk series? Akun! I can't pronounce your name right. We've talked about this on the call, actually. I'm really interested about your series, homie. Like, if you don't know yet, we can talk about this later, Bakugou. I'm going to talk about it on stream because I'm more than likely going to be featured on this. Akun runs a channel. I'm not going to say the name of the channel. He's just this dude that was in the Discord. His name is Akun. And he has this thingy, and I believe the topic he wants to talk about was something about men and women rights, I believe. His stuff is he talks about, like, real-world problems. And it's super interesting, and I don't know if you're down, but you guys can be looking out for me on that one. And you heard it yourself, Bakugou is going to be featured on it as well.
Yeah,
this is going to be something.
Because that's why I think...
Akun, we're way down.
That's why we started the whole real talk thing, man, because, like, you know... Like, it was so funny because, like, me and Skizzy, we have, like, a lot of personal conversations about different shit. And it's like, why don't we do that on a podcast? And, like, I think he was the first one that said it because he loved doing podcasts. And he was like, would you want to do this with me? And I was like, fuck yes, I would want to do it. Because, like, I love it. I love talking about stuff. I mostly love talking about it.
This is going to come out, because I know this question is going to pop out soon. Why did we start the podcast on the channel? I used to run a podcast back on... I run a Facebook page way back when. Way back before YouTube. And I called it... What was it? The Skizzcast.
Yes, you did.
The Skizzcast. That was the good old days, man. The Skizzcast was the first podcast I ever did. If you can find it, salutes to you. You probably won't be able to.
I thought it was great. I remember I was listening in on that as well, so that was a very good experience. I kind of figured that's the route you were going to go.
The Skizzcast was more or less for the community, the Pokemon community. It wasn't anything too seriously. But the Skizzcast was... I felt like it was good. It was still a live podcast, which people could comment and give their feedback on it, which you guys can do right now. We do this at the end of every Real Talk. Well,
yeah, we love all feedback.
This is your first time watching Real Talk. This is our 6th episode. You guys have missed out on quite a lot. We talked about a lot in the past. We've talked about pedophilia, man who wants to... Ooh, the first episode of Real Talk, which, by the way, was over a month ago.
Really? Oh, shit. Yeah, we do...
It's been a month.
Real Talk is becoming one of the most consistent things on our channels. I know that my channel's, like, somewhat not consistent, but Real Talk is definitely consistent as fuck. And it's just something I enjoy doing with Skizzy. Like, I'm glad that I agreed to do it, because it's great, in my opinion. I love having conversations with him. He's a good person to talk to, if y'all haven't noticed. I mean, have y'all heard that voice? I mean, come on, guys.
I got shot at.
Bro, I'm just collecting wood right now.
But,
I got shot at.
Yeah, real talk has been really consistent. Those are shotguns. Real talk's been really consistent, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we don't feature guests often, but when we do, we did it one time in
episode 4.
Episode
Check
4,
that one out,
actually,
guys.
yeah. It
4
was
or 5? Was it 4?
It was 4.
5.
No,
It
it was
the
5.
last one.
Yeah. It was the last one that we just did.
We don't do it often, but when we do, oh my god, it goes amazingly. Check it out. We featured Dark Luffy and Soul Production. Dark Luffy really voices opinions in that one. If you guys haven't
Oh
checked it
yeah,
out,
he did.
really
I love him, man. He's an awesome cat.
Yeah, guys, any other questions you guys have, ask away. We answer all questions aside from personal ones. This is the other side of me. You guys watch the serious fucking fighting game side of me. Now you guys get to watch the me talking to all of you, all my fans.
Dude, where the fuck are they even at, bro? There's someone dead over here. Like, knocked, so I'm gonna pick him up.
Sorry, homie, I wanted your RPG. Sorry, not sorry.
Who is your favorite Dragon Ball character?
Dragon Ball character. I don't think Bakugou watches too much Dragon Ball, but I do. Favorite Dragon Ball character? At the moment, Hit easily. Hit is easily one of my favorite new characters from Super. Dragon Ball as a whole, I have to give it to Teen Gohan, because Teen Gohan used to put in the work way back when.
Actually, I do have a favorite Dragon Ball Z character.
Good shit.
Vegeta.
Ooh. Can you explain why?
I like his asshole attitude. It really, like, if you notice, I tend to gravitate towards assholes in animes. So, like, yeah, Bakugou, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, it's just this overall, like, attitude. He has so much pride, you know, and I just personally, I just love, like, anytime that, like, I would ever see him, I would just, like, I would actually tune in and watch. Ow. Well, I knocked somebody before I died. 36 health. And decreasing. Plus, Vegeta was one of the characters that really stuck with me. Like, every time that I would see it, he'd be the one that I could remember the most. Brody Forrest asks, are you ever going to do Twitch?
Am I ever going to do Twitch? I'll tell you what, if my following becomes big enough that enough people ask for me to make a Twitch, I'll make it. But for now, me and my 590 subs, I'm happy with YouTube. I'm happy to stream on YouTube. Because if you miss the stream, you can still come back and watch it.
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. I have a Twitch, I just don't stream on it because of the fact that, I mean...
My fans are on YouTube.
Basically, yeah. Plus, Twitch
I see all 7 of you fellas watching. I know one of you guys got questions.
Fucking Twitch is awkward too. Like I don't know. It's just more awkward than YouTube is, I guess.
And a lot of people who stream on Twitch stream on YouTube at the same time, but that's a lot of extra work.
Right. My internet barely stays up for like streaming on YouTube and trying to do both, which is not. Twitch, you have to pay to sub. Yeah, see, that's stupid. I don't want nobody having to pay to, like, follow me or, you know, it's just not, it's not something I'm interested in.
Like, even when we link our donation links, we do it as a joke. It's never genuine.
I barely even do that anymore. Because I'm just like, I don't want to, you know,
I haven't either lately.
Like, if people look in the description and they see it, you know, feel free. Like, if that's something that you genuinely want to do, I can't stop you, and I'm sure as hell not going to say no, but don't ever feel obligated to do it. Like, I hate seeing streamers, I'm going to Mexico, are like, oh, hey, you know, you like, please donate this to me so it helps out the channel. Come on, man. You know, it's just helping out you. Like, you know, just.
You and your Fortnite addiction. Oh, hey guys, I'm gonna give it. Oh, that brings you to another subject. Fake giveaways.
Oh my god, bro.
We're gonna cover our opinion on that really quick. While we cover that, guys, ask your questions. We're gonna get to them here in a second. Fake giveaways, which are actually illegal, and somebody I know does them. We're not gonna say his name because we need you guys to go out and witch hunt these people that we talk about. Of course.
Let's just call him Shitface Cockmaster.
So Shitface Cockmaster runs their page. This is a Facebook page, and this is where a lot of trauma is. Yeah, it's a Facebook page. Who cares? Am I right? No. Anyways, this guy gains people in his page. And per se, a Facebook page is like a YouTube channel for Facebook. And he just, hey guys, add so and so to my page to enter the Switch giveaway. We're giving away a Nintendo Switch. No, this one person didn't do it right. I'm restarting the whole giveaway for everybody. Add as many people as you can to join the giveaway. It just keeps restarting and restarting and restarting. And it's just fake giveaways piss me off, honestly. They really do.
Oh yeah, like me personally, like all I do on my page is just Pokemon giveaways, like the Facebook page that I run, and because like I don't have the money to be promising people, oh hey, I can't even buy myself a Switch. Why would I promise to give one away? Like if I get one, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna want to keep that, you know, like. It just personally pisses me off. I hate people like that. Also, I am a fucking bush right now.
I just got one too.
That's
I
another
just
thing
hate
as well.
giveaways to boost a channel in general. If you don't have relevancy with that, I get wanting to give back to your fans. That's genuine. I get that. Like Mertzman. Mertzman doesn't ask for anything in return for his giveaways. He gives you a website. You click the website. You're entered. There you go. That's your email. You're there. Mertzman gives back to his fans. He gives away a battle pass every season. It's not much, but it's something. And then there's people who are just like, want to join my gift card giveaway? Make your friends subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, I won't ever ask, like, I mean, if people are watching and I'm doing a giveaway, it's like, oh yeah, you know, if one of the things, like, I think that one of my favorite YouTubers, he's not that big, he has like 100,000 subs, but he does like a monthly giveaway, and he says, you know, all you have to do is, you can't hear me?
Real talk. No, I was talking to Eli, he came into the room. Real talk,
oh.
Watch. Oh, okay. Shit. Alright, but yeah, people who use giveaways to grow are just... It shouldn't be allowed, in my opinion. Especially when they're not genuine. Like, that is my problem with it, that people are ingenuine about it.
True.
They're not doing it to give back, they're doing it because they want views. Especially when they label it giveaway in, like, all caps, dude. Like, can you not get views for yourself? Like, I understand I'm still a growing YouTuber, but holy shit, that's horrible.
You're doing good, though.
Yeah, I'm happy about my channel at the moment.
You should be.
Anyways, guys, any more questions you fans got? I call you fans like there's a lot of yous. I appreciate all of you, I really do.
I don't even know where you're at.
Any questions for Bakugou? You guys have been hitting mute a lot. Anything for specifically Bakugou? I know some of you guys being your first time here, you guys have never seen him. But he's here a lot on my channel, like an actual fuckload.
Yeah.
He contributes more than you guys will ever know.
I live here. He keeps me in the basement and says I have to stay here.
Last one, eat it.
Oh my god. I don't know what you do, but I haven't really gotten all that many great weapons, so I'm probably gonna get bodied.
Give me that extra view on YouTube, fam. Also, speaking of views, if you guys haven't already, like, subscribe, send it to all your friends, help us reach. I want a goal of 600 by the end of the month, which only has 2 days left in it, so let's be real, I probably won't hit it. But
Bullshit, every time you've hit a goal, dude, you've smashed that goal.
Aku was an ass at first. He was like, when you hit it, I'm going to unsubscribe and get... I was going to be stressed. But...
Oh, are y'all in a PS party chat? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. That is our preferred way to do live streams.
If I could ever find you, I have a shield for you.
There's a lot of gunshots. Come on, my lord.
Brody says, one day you guys will have millions of subs. Just keep doing what you're doing and it'll happen.
Also, can I get in on it? That is up to Bakugou entirely, guys.
Oh, don't do that
Personally,
to me.
we have bad experiences. We have horrible experiences with allowing subs to join our stream. Let's take it back to the Dying Light stream. This is every stream we do. We come back to the
we
Dying
talk about
Light
this
stream.
all the time. But it's so true, though. Like, my God. So, you want to do this or me?
Let me do it, because you do it and you... I never get to explain it.
Yeah,
I want attention to...
Yeah, you
so
go
back
ahead.
in the good old days where Skizzy had about 40 subs. Excuse me. We were streaming Dying Light, and if you guys don't know what Dying Light is, play it. It's a really great game. I really recommend it.
Hell yeah. It's a great game.
We let the guy wanted to join us. We were happy. We were like, holy shit, yeah, somebody's watching our stream. They're fans. Let's let them watch. Let's let them join. And they joined, and they ruined the entire stream. They plugged themselves at the end of the video. They were arrogant. They were overall an ass. Check out the Dying Light stream if you haven't, by the way, guys.
Also,
It's a
fun
really good
fact,
stream up until the end of it.
I barely use a webcam now because of that guy.
I mean, I've personally talked to Aku. He's a really cool dude. He's not an ass or anything. But it's just... It's just bad experiences, if that makes sense. Oh, it's a bush!
I am
No?
a bush.
Okay.
I'm a bush. But yeah, like, if you watch it on my channel, like, you can see my facial expressions, and they're priceless. Like, my facial expressions were just like, what the fuck is happening right now? I was messaging Skizzy, and I was like, can we please kick him, please? And he's like, no, he might change, you know, give him a chance. And I'm like, okay, now can we kick him now? Can we kick him now? Like, please? I don't like this guy. I don't know. I think I'm okay with it just because if he's gonna feature us on his channel and one of his podcasts, like
Yeah, it's the least we can do. You can send me a friend request. It's n_skizz. You can see it in the top left corner, and we will gladly invite you at the end of this game. You can actually voice your opinion on what we talked about tonight if you want. I mean, it's the least we can do.
Hands down.
A feature is humbling, honestly. The fact that people want to make content with us is amazing. I never thought I'd actually have people who are just like, hey, I really like your content, can we make videos with you?
Shit!
Dude, they're bugging around on my screen.
Same. They came out of nowhere, now they're being a dick. They're making it to where I can't crawl in, and now they're like, okay, what the fuck does a banana have to do with anything? He gave me the banana.
Yeah, hey, Coom, send me a friend request. We got you. Actually, this will give a chance for the people who are our fans, per se, watch our videos, and they'll be like, oh, hey, yeah, Skizzy and Bakugou are gonna be featured on this. By the way, guys, here we go with another plug. Like, share, subscribe, send to all your friends. This is the Real Talk Podcast.
My favorite podcast.
The only podcast you need to care about.
Exactly. And yeah, and this is us also showing that we have faith that not everyone is gonna be like the fucking apex predator guy.
I'm an apex predator when it comes to Dying Light.
Dude, it's just awful. That whole experience was awful. See, I got one
Welcome to
person.
Season 5 of Fortnite.
I got one person watching my stream. Do you have anything you want to say? Because my comments are dead. No one's commented. So, if you're alive over there, ask a question.
Yeah, Akun, send that party invite, fam. I mean, not party invite. Friend request, fam. This is us giving faith to our fans. Austin, this makes us look like good people.
Right?
No, but genuinely,
because they're
guys,
like not to even sound like huge or anything, but like there is a lot of people that asks us, can we be on it? Can we be on it? And it's like we keep saying no, not because we hate you, but because we've genuinely just had awful experiences, and we
awful. Like I can't stress enough how bad that was. Go back and watch the stream. It is the only Dying Light video you'll find on my channel.
Oh, it was Neon.
God.
Well, hello there, Neon. How you doing?
Hello there.
My day's been all right. Actually, I don't know. I didn't have a day today because I slept from 10 a.m. to 9:58 p.m. my time. So I was out all fucking day, which is why usually I'll message Skizzy the second I wake up. But I woke up and was so disoriented. I was like, "What happened to my day? Where did it go?"
Two things to answer Neon's questions. I don't know if that's directed with both of us, but I can answer it as well.
Yeah,
First
no,
of
go
all,
ahead.
Neon, my day was actually different. I did not wake up at 5 o'clock my time for once. I woke up earlier. I bought Tekken 7 and got copyrighted for Tekken 7, which I have ads on my video. I'm proud. Thank you, Tekken. hashtag not sponsored. And to Akun, I can tell y'all are already good people. Thank you. We really appreciate it. We don't want to sound like we think we're big by any means, guys. Like, I'm surprised that people are subscribing to me and Bakugou and actually talking to us and being a part of our quote-unquote fan base. It's a really good feeling. It's a humbling feeling.
It's a very nice
experience. Oh my god, I got
hiccups.
Like, I love making content for you guys to enjoy. Like, literally, I've said this on a lot of my streams. My end goal, my end-all be-all of YouTube is not to make money, it's not to be big, it's to help people have a better day that are having a bad day. It is to give them something to take their mind off everything bad that's going on in their lives. Like, I have a couple YouTubers that I watch where I'm just having a completely shit day, and they just make me forget about a lot, and being able to do that for other people does mean a lot to me.
I love you for that. One of the nicest, like literally one of the nicest people I've ever met. Of course, like, if you talk to other people, they're gonna say that, like, you know, like they're just salty ass people who think that we're just assholes when we're not. Like, I remember, I think someone, I don't want to say his name, but, you know, he's not a big fan of mine, and I don't think he's a big fan of Skizzy's either. He's one salty motherfucker, like, but, you know, we try to be good.
We do. But yeah, Akun, what's up with that invite, fam?
Also, if I sound lower than what I did, like, the other Real Talk stream, I'm not actually using my real mic. I'm using my headset mic. So, I didn't have time to plug it up. I was kind of like, you know, I was playing Destiny and I was just, you know, having a chill day. So about that invite, though, we about to squad up.
Also, for those of you guys just watching, he sent it? I didn't see it, let me check. Yeah, fam, I didn't get it. My username is n_skizzy. Maybe you sent me a Epic Games invite. No, I didn't get one of those either. Yeah, my PSN name is n_skizzy. It's right there. Right there. While we wait on the homie A, any of you beautiful people have any more questions?
Yes, any question at all.
Ooh. Feel free to ask. We're open people. I love communicating with my fans. Literally, at the end of all my streams, I sit in my Discord call room and just talk to everybody. It's great. A YouTuber who used to do that really doesn't do that anymore. Devil Artemis? Yeah, it's an underscore. Devil Artemis used to do it. He used to have a Discord, and he used to do live streams all the time. And he just stopped out of nowhere. I got a lot of friend requests. Yeah, he just stopped. As soon as his channel started to blow up, he stopped. And he deleted his Discord and everything, and it was just weird.
And see, that makes me mad, because like if you put on a front that you want to be that people person with someone, and you're not just doing it for views and shit like that, why delete it? Like,
oh, he's not playing with us, by the way. I don't think he plays Fortnite. He just wants to like voice his opinion, I guess. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I would want to too. Like, if Bewitching was like, "Do any of you guys want to play with me?" I'm fuck yeah, I want to play.
okay, no, she means the game though, Skizzy, not with her, actually playing,
Do both at the same time.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But
Hey, what's up, man?
this is
Welcome to Real Talk.
What is up? You have anything you want to say to about the whole KSI and Logan Paul situation? If you're caught up.
Oh, do you have it to where your PS4, your headset can, where they can hear you? I forgot to ask that.
No, it's not. He has to turn allow on.
Because fun fact, when me and Skizzy first streamed together, we didn't know about that. Well, I didn't anyway.
Oh yes, it was
and
horrible.
we could not hear each other on each other's streams, and I was just like face palm.
Brody says, "Fuck the haters, man. You guys are all bloody legends."
Well, thank you, Brody.
Brody's Australian. Brody's Australian. Whoever's watching my stream, thank you. You go to your party settings and it'll say audio sharing. You just turn on to always allow.
Alright, is it good now?
Yeah, yours should be fine. Let me check it out. Do you mind talking?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, I think it's good. I'm not sure.
Hey, you're good.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, to sum it up, because we've done a couple like real talks as this all progressed, covering everything. It starts off with KSI winning the Joe Weller match. KSI beats Joe Weller. It's YouTube drama, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
A what?
It's YouTube drama.
Oh my god.
So,
Alright.
KSI, which is the YouTuber, so pretty much KSI beats Joe Weller, calls out the Paul brothers, which I'm pretty sure you know who Logan Paul and Jake Paul are.
Mm-hmm.
He calls them out to a match, and everybody was hyped about it because he wanted to do what everybody else wanted to do. He wanted to beat the shit out of the Pauls for being Pauls. Everybody looked at KSI as like this people's champion. A few months pass, everything gets set up. There's a lot of bullshitting from the Pauls, like avoiding the fight. And then finally they have their first press conference. This was in LA, and there's just a lot of Walmart. The word Walmart was just yelled the entire press conference from the Pauls. Every time either KSI or Deji said anything, it was just Walmart.
Yeah, very immature stuff, in my opinion.
So did they actually fight, or?
No,
August
the fight is
25th.
August 25th.
Or it should be August 25th. Or
No,
so-
they've already
okay,
signed.
so-
They're actually fighting each other.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
contracts and everything.
Okay, alright, so... This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I honestly don't know what to say about this, because when things like this happen, like... I mean, it's their problem, and... I mean,
It's just...
they should have... I mean, I don't know what... Like, what was the cause of this? Like,
It was just KSI in the heat of the moment. He called out a lot of people. He called out Ksivslogan.
but like, why would he call? Why did he call them out?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
He genuinely, I think he even mentioned this in the sit down. He genuinely hates the Pauls, and in his head, he's doing everybody a favor by whooping, like, quote unquote, whooping Logan Paul's ass in a fight.
Okay, so has the Pauls done anything to the people that he's so and so doing this for?
Logan Paul and the whole Suicide Force thingy. That I don't know if you know what happened, but it was bad. Long story short, Logan Paul went to Japan. He went to the Suicide Force. He filmed the hanging body, which is bad. Which is really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
There was jokes made. He was disrespectful in Japan. It was just a lot of controversy.
Okay, that I can understand. So he's okay. So let me get this straight. So KSI is, or at least in his mind, he's thinking he's doing everybody a favor by fighting someone who's basically just I don't know how to say it, like
Trash?
Yeah,
I guess.
pretty much.
I guess. Well, yeah. So, I mean, looking at it from his perspective, then I'd say, well, with that information, I would say that the Pauls have it coming, but at the same time, though, you don't need to like make it super public like this. If that's if you're making like a problem with you, then like don't add like all. Well, I mean, but then again, though. Jesus Christ, I'm the one taking sides.
Welcome to season 5 of Fortnite.
But
It's very
I
hard,
guess,
like, especially if you don't know,
yeah.
like, looking in, it's hard to, like, choose a side. Which, honestly, you don't have to choose a side. I think even Skizzy says he sympathizes with Logan, but still thinks that, like, you can still look at them and be like, yo, I think they're gonna win because this, or, like, at the end of the day, it's a fight. You know, their subscriber count, who they are, doesn't matter. It's a fight.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to look at. Like, what's going to come out of this, though? Like, what's going to be the aftermath of these guys fighting? That's what I'm trying to look at, and I don't really, with the little information that I have, I don't really know what could happen. So, I mean, not saying that like.
Oh no, I agree with you on that one.
Nothing is going to happen, but like something is definitely about to happen. But like, will it be as drastic as we think it is? I don't think it will be, but I mean, I don't know. We might, but yeah. At the end of the day, it is just another fight, and it kind of makes it worse because it's YouTuber drama, and this is something that's been going down in late 2015 to early 2016, and now it's back apparently. So, I'm not taking the side, but it's if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. That's their problem.
Holy shit, Bakugou, you're lighting them up.
That's all I'm saying for right now.
I feel you. I mean, it's hard to give your opinion on something you really don't have too much background knowledge about. But I feel that.
Yeah, I can respect that opinion. Like, you know, it's really hard to be put on the spot and be like, oh, I don't know these two, so I really can't tell you. It's like you don't. It's like basically like you don't really care because you don't know nothing about it, right? Like, not that you don't care,
I'm not
but
saying I don't. Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, I know, but it's just harder to give an opinion, basically.
Alright, yeah, so. Well, okay, that's that. Anything else?
Any questions you have? You're a new sub, so my question, I got your answer from it, but the stream didn't get your answer from it. I asked this to everybody who starts watching my channel on stream. If you guys haven't seen the last Real Talk with Luffy and Soul, we all talked about how we met each other, etc. This is just really plain and simple how you found my channel, but do you mind explaining?
I mean, I could put more of a deeper meaning on the on how, why I found on oh my god on how I found it, but I'm not going to yet. So
Look at this, guys. I give people meaning. No, go ahead. Take away. All
yeah,
you.
all right. So not every Sunday, but like when I get on tech, and I usually go to find people on YouTube Gaming that are streaming teching. And if I see that they're pretty chill people, and like they're not total douchebags or anything like that, then I would want to go up against them. And if they are total douchebags, I sometimes, depending on how much of a douchebag they are, I would still want to go up against them, but just to troll them for being trolls. And just finding his channel as fun fact, Skizzy was the only English YouTuber during this time, so that was streaming Tekken. So yeah,
Nice.
that's how I found him.
See, I'm happy that my channel's grown to the point that I can just be found. I used to look up my name and I'd have to scroll for it.
True.
It was what
I
they
know
called
that feeling.
irrelevant. I still am irrelevant. I'm literally 500 something subs. It's not big by any means. It's a small following, and it's a following that I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've met so many new people since my channel's picked up this last month, and it's great, honestly.
Well, I mean, yeah, at least you're growing, so that's something. It doesn't matter if you're really relevant or not, just as long as your channel's going somewhere.
And to quote PewDiePie, which is a video PewDiePie made this last couple days, the before becoming a YouTuber video, which Bakugou really, like, took in. You shouldn't be making content to make money off it. You should be making content because you enjoy making the content. Like, and I enjoy it. I enjoy meeting new people and playing with new people and making people happy. Like I said before, my goal is not to become big on YouTube. It's to make sure I can help somebody, even if just 2 people have a better day than what they're having.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. Like, you shouldn't think of YouTube as a job. You should really think of it like a hobby.
You shouldn't think of it as a
something like
job
that,
before it is a job.
True,
There's a
but I
lot of-
mean,
Shit.
yeah, but I mean, like, if you're somebody like that has like 10 million subs, then at that point you could make it a job. But by the end of the day, you're still doing something that you love for people that are enjoying it.
I like that outlook. That's a really good outlook.
So that's what I think about it. But yeah. Oh.
Alright.
Yeah, you can go. Alright, now,
I think
hold on. I got some questions for y'all now.
Ooh, this
Okay.
is the juicy part.
Yeah, I
Alrighty.
like this.
Now that we can actually talk like gentlemen, I would like to ask you a few questions.
All ears, my dude.
Alright. First question. Outside of that one experience you had while y'all were doing a podcast, what was the worst YouTube experience you have had so far?
Oh.
Bakugou, you go first, because I have my answer for this one. I really do.
I mean, fuck.
You know my answer here. You definitely
Oh,
know
hold
my
on.
answer.
I'm gonna put more detail on that. So, like, it doesn't have to be like on your like. You could also have had like a bad experience on watching somebody else's stuff or reading some on somebody else's channel. So, like, just YouTube in general.
YouTube in
My
general?
worst experience.
No, like on just YouTube in general. Like, okay, so for example, like, say that I was watching a video, right? It was a good video so far until like it just cut to a really scary and depressing part for me. Like that would be that would be a bad experience. It doesn't have anything to do with my channel. It has something to do with that other person's channel. So, yeah, just more open.
Damn, I gotta think about that one, because I genuinely...
Can I answer this in 2 parts? Can I answer it with my experience with my channel personally as well as another channel?
Definitely.
Alright, so I'm gonna go first then while you think, Bakugou.
Yeah, because I have to think about this one.
So, it's me personally, my channel personally, and this is talked about in the Leeches podcast. This is the third episode of Real Talk that we did this on. The leeches.
Yes, sir.
It's just straight copying from what my channel was, and my channel's big by no means. My channel had, about when this happened, about 120. This is when I made my high school Outlook video, which could have been a lot better in retrospect. I had to put a lot more work. This is back then when my quality of my videos was actually not that good. And as soon as the video goes up, it's up for a little bit, pulls 100 views, and this kid, we're gonna call him I don't know what to call him. We're just gonna call him
Clusterfuck.
Copycat. We're gonna call him the Copycat. The Copycat sees that the video is doing good, and this isn't the first time we've had this. We've had this experience with the same kid over and over.
Yeah.
The Copycat's just like, hey, I saw your video in high school. I'm gonna make one too, and that would have been fine. I'm by no means I did not make the commentary scene on YouTube. But when your video is the exact same video as what I put up, that's when I have a problem. That's actually copying. We had a series going on way back then. We had Friday on Friday. This kid copied that as well, and it was just, it gets progressively worse. And I would prefer if people made their own content. I understand that people copying other YouTubers is a thing. Like, everybody plays Fortnite. You can't be like, oh, Ninja started the Fortnite movement, you're copying him. Nobody made, like, by no means did I create commentaries, but just the fact that it's flat out copying is my problem with it. And that was just my most sour experience I've had so far having a channel.
Okay.
As for watching YouTube in general, it has to easily go to the Logan Paul Suicide Forest. Like, there's no other way around it. That was really disrespectful. That whole video in his Japan trip was very disrespectful to people who didn't deserve that type of look on it, like, at all. There was when he went to the forest, he was in Japan. They had like this little, it was like a ritual fountain type thing they had there. You're supposed to be quiet and respectful, and he's just sitting there yelling. They have like these stores in there, he'd buy something, break it, and be like, oh hey, I bought this, and this is what it was. Just disrespectful all in all, and it was one of the most disrespectful videos I've seen on this platform so far.
Dang.
But Bakugou, what's the worst experience you've had?
I think one of the most agitating and worst experiences I had on my channel. I'm gonna do this in two parts, like Skizzy did. The most I think Skizzy knows where I'm going with this. We were streaming, and we were doing playground mode, and I had someone pop onto my channel and say, hey, you know, play hide and seek or whatever, and I'm not gonna mention their name. They know who they are, and the majority of people know who they are. And I said, you know, I was like, no, you know, we're not doing that right now. Well, this person who is actually pretty personally close to me went behind my back onto Skizzy's channel while we were streaming together and asked him if we could do playground mode. And it genuinely, like, that was probably like the worst experience I had, because I was on stream. You know, I'm trying not to act aggressive on stream. I'm not trying to be mean. And it, like, I started losing it a little bit. Like, I had to mute my mic, and I was just like, I was slowly, like, I was just getting pissed off about it, because how disrespectful is that for someone to come onto someone's stream, ask for something, say, like, you say no and you're nice about it, but then they go onto your buddy's stream to try and, you know, get them to do it when you already said no. Like, that just...
And it would have been taken, if I can intervene really quick.
No, go ahead.
It would have been taken so badly if we personally knew this person. So it is more of a disrespect type thing, if that makes sense. It's just, it's disrespectful to go behind somebody's back in general. Like, respect's a big thing on our channel. You're new here, so you'll get the gist of it soon enough.
Yeah.
Respect goes a long way around here.
And as for like other YouTube channels, I think PewDiePie dropping that hard R on stream really got me.
That was,
that
was surprising.
And if you watch my hate video on my channel, you'll understand why it hit me so hard. But yeah, like that for me, it really got me, because I was like, holy shit, he didn't do that in an actual video, which, you know, did, like, but never, like, dropping that word is never okay. And for him to do it, when he did it, he's on that platform.
I suck him.
it just caught me off guard, dude. Like, that was a pretty horrible experience, because I was watching that, and, you know, when it happened, I was just like, oh, God. Like, he did not. Like, please tell me he didn't just do that.
Yeah, that was surprising. PewDiePie does not seem like that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think he meant it in, like, you know, a bad way or anything, but anytime you say that word, it, to me, is bad. So there's no justifying it at all. You know, there's just no way. You can't justify it. I know, I think someone came onto Skizzy's stream and tried to drop it, and we insta-banned him.
Yeah, they spelled it out letter by letter.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was a great question, though, man. You got any more questions?
I mean, well, yeah, now that, I mean, the door is open.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I still got that on my mind, because, like, I can actually relate to that, too, so... Whew. Alright. I'm just gonna, like, get a, like, just an easy question here. As far as, like, video games go, do you think that, like, do you think it will be better for the company to focus on more, getting more money now and adding stuff in that we personally might not like at this time, and then later on they could have talked to the fans? Or would you prefer it the other way around, to where they talk to the fans first and then they worry about the money?
So I have an answer to this question right away. This is the same way I look at my channel, is what the people want is what they should get. They're supporting you because they like what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're enjoying what you're doing, the least you can do is give back to them instead of, like, doing a money grab per se, and then going to put out what they want after they supported you for so long.
Like microtransactions?
Yeah, like, hey, that's my problem with Black Ops 3 and the Call of Duty. That's why I stopped playing Call of Duty for a little while. It became pay to win. There was a lot of pay to win things going on in the Call of Duty community.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It should be fans before. What is it? It's quantity over quality is the way I put it. I mean, no, quality over quantity. What was I saying?
Well, I mean, well, yeah, I guess it's that. It's like that. All right. What about what did you Bakugou? How do you feel about this?
I have a very and like, so when it comes to that, I think that Skizzy is right, but I have, like, okay, so if anyone knows me, they know that I'm in love with the video game Friday the 13th, and it is under a lawsuit right now, and, like, people can't, they keep arguing, and then now it can't get content. Now they're trying to sell us this other thing with all the DLCs, and it's like, do you really care about your fans, or are you just trying to make money off of us without giving us extra shit? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm appreciative of the stuff we got, but they're telling us we're not going to get stuff for years, and they still expect us to stay loyal and to buy into this thing, because, like, I haven't played Friday the 13th in, like, a month, I think, and it's really hard for me not to play it because I love it a lot. Like, I became really good at that game, like, a lot better than most of my friends who play it with me, and, like, for me, it's like they took that away from us, and they're just like, you know, oh, it's like they're giving up, you know, and it's like a slap into my face. And then, you know, there's other YouTubers out there who do so much for this game, and it's like, where do their channels go now? You know, if their channel's based around Friday the 13th, that's how they got popular, you know, it's just disrespectful. I don't understand what they're doing. So that's my take on it. Like, I think the fans definitely should get whatever they, like, not whatever they want, but we deserve a lot more than what we get sometimes, I think.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. So, we're still, like, on the video game topic.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are some video games that do this already, but when it comes to like the graphics and the storyline of said video game that you really like, do you think that it should continue to relate more and more on real life situations that that have been happening, or do you think that we should try to move away from that and make it into and like continue to go back to where it's more of like a video game storyline?
Oh wow, I actually have an answer for that. So I think that personally, I think it should be a mixture. I don't think that they should take out real life things altogether, but I do think that, you know, if they had that nice mixture of, you know, telling a good story for a video game while also having real things in there that people actually go through, I think that it's good for a video game. It makes it, you know, it doesn't make it the same every time, you know. So I definitely think it should be a mixture. I don't think that one should outweigh the other. I just think that it should just be a solid mixture. And if one outweighs the other, it gets boring. Like I know for a fact, Destiny 2, for example, had that issue because they put out their game, and then, you know, not really many people were into it, so they gave them more stories. So like you can't just give someone a base story and have it plain and expect people to care. You know, you have to have a good foundation, in my opinion. And if a game doesn't have a good foundation, then they aren't gonna make it. So that's my opinion on it. I don't know how Skizzy feels, but
Okay.
I mean, to better understand your question, it's, would we rather video games relate to realistic stuff happening, or like, is that
Well,
the
not
basis of your question?
yeah, not just relate, but like, so okay, so I'm gonna go deep here. How in most Black lives, the father leaves the mother with their child, right? If the game story is like dead on based around that, like you can say that this was legit copied from that kind of
The
story.
stereotype.
Yeah, it was a legit copy from that stereotype. That's what games will move on to. Or would you rather have it be like them telling a story about a family and then just saying that they departed, instead of just straight up saying their father left his child because something something something?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I understand. Okay, that's a better way to understand your question. So, personally, I don't like story. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. Story games I love. Life is Strange, which is one of my favorite story-based games of all time. I have that opinion.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, games like that. I love story games. I really do. Let's take Resident Evil 5, which one of my favorite games ever. I don't care what anybody feels about it. They based it in Africa. And it was shown that like Africans were living in slums, etc. So that had a lot of controversy around it, and I think it was fine. I personally think that it's just a video game. You guys are looking way too much into it. Whether it be realistically relatable or not, the way I see it is it has a good story. Okay, the way I see it is, it's a game. Like, you guys don't need to look too far into. Like, that's the problem with the media today, is, at least in my opinion, is that they'll find a way to nitpick everything. They really do. Like, let's take what happened today, or what happened this past week. PewDiePie reposted a tweet about Demi Lovato. Recently, Demi Lovato had like an overdose or anything after claiming she was sober. PewDiePie found a meme that he found was funny and reposted it. Now, if anybody else would have reposted it, they wouldn't have batted an eye. Like, the media wouldn't have batted an eye. It would have just, haha, another meme, very funny. But it was PewDiePie. So he has a following, he's big, they're gonna find a reason to pick on him. Like, the media finds a reason to to make everything big. If it pulls in their views, they're gonna do it. So, just my opinion on it is that it's looked too far into. Me personally, it wouldn't matter which one fuck, I don't know how to explain it. I'm like Like, I'm brain farting right now. It doesn't matter if it's realistically relatable or not. As long as the game has a good story, I'll play it. That's my opinion on it.
Okay.
Good question.
Okay.
Good answer. I meant not good question. I meant good answer.
Alright,
That was a good question, though.
That was a really good question. Yeah.
just to let y'all know, I have as many questions as there are stars, so. Well, I mean, that's...
How long has Real Talk been going on for?
Only an hour.
The time is really cool. Only an hour? Yeah, we got time. Ask more of these questions. An hour and a half. Hell yeah. Yeah, ask more of these questions. Do you have anything, like, not super personal, but, like, personal, I guess?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm
like,
trying to say...
what's your
I'm
name,
trying to, like...
address, and social security card
Oh,
number?
yeah, no, I don't know. But, I'm trying to, like, I do want to ask some of the personal stuff here, but, like, I also want to say that for, when I actually start the iKun Talk series, the iKun Talk series.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So just, like...
This is like a sneak peek of what's going to happen there.
But yeah, ask what you want to ask, and then we'll go from there, because I think this is one of the better going. This is a more different Real Talk we've had.
I like it though, personally.
Alright. Well, before I ask any of my questions, you guys have any questions for me?
I'm blank right now, honestly.
I'm completely blank too. I've gotten a lot out of you in the
I think
while
personally, I'm enjoying actually being asked questions. So, because not a lot of people really ask a lot of questions, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, this is the first time we've had this on stream. Like, this is the second time we feature somebody in Real Talk.
And it actually, well, this is the first time. Well, this is the second time you feature someone, but it's the first time that it goes well.
No. This is the first time we feature someone who we don't know. The last time we featured somebody, they were like personal friends that we knew wouldn't like interrupt anything. Speaking of interrupt, that stream did get cut short. But yeah, any other questions you have for us?
Oh yeah, trust me, I have a lot. Alright. Just to get this debate out of the way in Dragon Ball. Which one, if in this point of time,
Ready up,
which
Shizzy.
one do you think would be more powerful? Broly or Kale?
At this current point in time, like right now.
And I'm not talking about the new Broly, because we haven't seen his power yet. I'm talking about the old Broly.
Oh, Kale. Easy, Kale.
Why?
Okay, this is more or less... Oh, let me cough, I don't want to cough to the show. This is more or less... back then, when Broly was around, it was like, what, Super Saiyan 2 Goku that had to deal with him? This here...
No, it's just Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah, it wasn't there, it wasn't even Super Saiyan 2. It was Super Saiyan 1 Goku. Now we have Super Saiyan 2... Super Saiyan God Goku spar off against Kale and Cauliflower. And that should speak, like, it took them to go against, like, God. Like, the way, Super Saiyan is just a power multiplier, so Super Saiyan God is just really up there, and the fact that them two could hold it off is a lot. Like, the debate was brought up back then, Jiren versus Broly, and that's an easily Jiren. Like, if the match was quick, I'd say Jiren, because, like, that's easy, but I feel like if it lasted longer, Broly just power up the longer the match went on. So, I mean, I'd still give it to Jiren. Jiren's, like,
This dude was able to go
good.
toe-on-toe. Yeah, this dude was able to go on toe-on-toe with mastered, keep in mind, mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. What? So, yeah, that is OP. Alright, now let me put it in a scenario. So say that, So say that Broly had access to God Key.
Broly.
Yeah.
Easy.
I know. This is oh, so if you had access to God Key, then Broly would win.
Yeah.
Hmm? Okay.
Alright, you have any... Okay, I don't know who else watching. We don't really cover anime a lot on our channel.
Oh, okay.
Bakugou does. I mean, Bakugou's Bakugou. You've seen My Hero, I'm pretty sure. It's, like, really good. If you haven't, watch it. Like, it's really good.
I've seen a little bit right now, but
He's seen enough to know that Bakugou is the best character on the show, okay?
Pretty much. Uh-oh. Alright, so,
How many people are watching right now?
I have one person watching my
Four of
stream.
you people watching. I know you four have questions. We've had him ask a lot, but you guys kind of went quiet out there.
On the record, Skizzy, you were at 590. I don't know if you know that yet or not.
Yeah, I was streaming till 590. Mr. Akun here, unsubscribe to 590 and then resubscribe.
I mean, hey, it's something I want to do. It's funny.
I can't believe I got copyrighted on my Tekken stream, dude. I saw you stream Tekken. You didn't get a copyright on it, I think.
Well, that's because before I start the stream and during the stream, me and my buddies, we talk about it and we let the fans of the stream know, hey, this is Harada's product, this is Bandai's product. Please don't please don't copyright strike us, things like that. Not to mention, I don't have 500 subs. So yeah, 500 subs and up, they'll see you as interest, and that's when they'll start copyrighting you, just so that they can keep the money to themselves.
Is there not a fair use law? Does this not fall into fair use? Does this not fall into fair use?
I mean, you can stream Tekken as much as you want, but you gotta let the audience and basically YouTube know this is their product. Like, okay, so for example, say that you did a skit, right?
Yeah.
So if you did a skit, right, and I'm here trying to do my own thing too, trying to make it unique. But I take your skit as a base and turn it into something new. The people that are watching what I just put out, they can see that it is based off of your skit, but it's to my twists and turns. Wouldn't you be mad? Or wouldn't you wouldn't you look at it as me basically copying you to a certain extent?
Oh yeah, kind of like that one guy, Dickbag.
I have an opinion on that. Okay, so there are these two YouTubers. We have Dashi Games, one of the bigger gaming YouTubers, and we have a guy named Dom Plays, who is obviously so much like Dashi. He uses the same words, the same vocabulary that Dashi's come up with along the years. He has the same play style. He makes the same yells, everything. I personally think that he's just copying Dashi. But he puts his own spin on it, so it's entertaining.
Now that's what you're doing by streaming Tekken. Normal streams on Tekken, that YouTubers or Bandai are expecting no commentary. It's just you fighting and showing off some skills, things like that. But when you add commentary in, and when you're trying to connect it to your friends and all that, that's adding your own twist to the stream of what people are expecting of it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's a little confusing.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I have been doing. Why? My question is okay, I streamed Hello Neighbor yesterday. Really good game. I loved it. I enjoyed it. They didn't fucking copyright me. Or
nobody
Fortnite
cares about Hello Neighbor at this point.
Fortnite. Everybody plays Fortnite. Nobody gets shit for it.
Oh. Okay. And yeah, I guess it is because of the fact that you probably didn't let the audience know that that's their product, and because, well, you have 500 subs, they see you as an interest. They're basically saying 500 subs, you gotta agree to the terms and agreements before you continue.
Oh, good. It's fine. I mean, it puts ads on my videos, which is A-okay. Help me subscribe.
True,
They're
but
gonna
I
sue
mean,
me.
then again, you don't want YouTube putting ads in your videos because they'll put like 3 to 4 ads per video, no
Yeah,
matter
they
how
will.
long it is.
Mid-rolls. Mid-rolls. Dude, have you ever watched post-streams? Let's take Noah45J. His post-stream, if you look at them, there's like 100 mid-rolls. No joke. His streams are like 5 hours long, and there's so many mid-roll ads.
Dang.
Speaking of mid-rolls, PewDiePie finally got ads on his video.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna... Hold on.
Stream's gonna hit 2 hours here soon, actually. So at the end of this game, I'm gonna end my stream personally. I don't know what Bakugou's doing, but you have any more closing questions? Anything else you want to ask us before you go?
Not at this moment.
Huh.
Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm focused.
We usually get like questions like where do we see ourselves, etc. Like shit like that. And you've asked a lot of different questions, so I appreciate
I
it.
like
It's
it.
different.
Like honestly.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like the thing is though, like when people ask questions, I can already like expect that these questions have already been asked. This has already been asked. Yeah, I would possibly, as a newcomer, ask the same questions, but like, I wouldn't want to do that. It's just not me to ask basically the same question, but just add my own turn to it. It's not my style. So that's why I try to ask different questions, knowing or assuming the fact that other questions have already been asked.
I feel it.
I dig it. I honestly dig it.
All right. Oh, the chat is completely empty. But you know what? You hit 590, so that's good.
We're gonna hit 600 in the next 2 days. We're gonna set 2 live streams with 5 sub. That's what I've been doing lately. It's been doing really well. Setting a sub goal for each stream has done beautifully. Honestly,
I know.
setting a sub goal gives
I'm
me.
pissed I didn't think of it sooner.
It gives purpose to my streams. So it's not just like shit posting. I don't want to seem like. It helps my channel grow. Like I've met everybody you met in the Discord tonight. Which, by the way, I'm gonna plug that really quick in the comments.
Uh-oh, that's bad. Yikes. Alright, so... Uh-oh. I don't have any closing questions.
Well, you did say that you had questions that were gonna tease the future of what you planned on doing.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we could start a little. We could just like give them a tad bit of that.
Go for it.
So there is it's not a saying, but oh, actually no. All right. Here's a better one. Do you think that when making a decision or before you so like say that you're making plans, right? When you're making plans for a certain something and you're doing it with somebody, do you think that you two should talk about it? Should talk about like what you're going to do before it happens? Or do you think there's just like some things that are unspoken that you should already know about?
Context of these plans. I mean, it really, in my opinion, depends on what it is.
Alright, so something simple. So say that you're taking a girl out on a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the male, you, well, most of the time, as the male, you're assumed to be the one paying. Do you talk to her about who's paying, or do you consider it as like an unspoken rule kind of thing, and do you just pay off the bat?
No. So we're not together anymore, unfortunately. But my daughter's mother, the way that we would do things is whenever we were both working, you know, it didn't matter who did it. Like unless, of course, like because like I used to work, have a really good job where I was making like $2,000 every 2 weeks. So of course I had more money. So I would handle like all the big stuff like the rent and things like that. So it was never a question of did I know that I was gonna have to do it. It was more of a, you know, usually she made the decisions for me. Like I never had an issue with that. If she said I need you to do this, I would do it. But it was never a set standard that I would have to do it. Luckily on my part, you know, she was a great partner. I failed in that aspect. Not gonna say too much about it. Skizzy knows because we've had this conversation.
Yeah, we do keep personal stuff away from the channel.
Yeah. But as far as that goes, you know, I was blessed to have someone who never expected me to do it, and I could always, like, if I was broke, I didn't have to feel like, man, I'm not man enough for, you know, for her, you know, because the way I was raised, the man's always supposed to pay, but like she gave me a new outlook on it that, you know, it doesn't have to be that way, and that relationships are partnerships, and yeah, that's my thoughts on it. So I think that lately I don't feel like I have to do it, nor do I think any man should feel like they have to. You know, if it's a partnership, it should be half and half, in my opinion. Of course, unless if you're treating them to something and they didn't know about it, then if they didn't know about it, sure, it's on you. But if they knew about it, it's a half and half type deal.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I completely agree. To a certain extent, like if I'm taking somebody out, like if I invited them out, and it wasn't just like mutual plans. Yeah, I'd pay for it. That's like me saying, oh hey, yeah, we're going out. But if it's like you guys consent, like everybody says, like you have a friend group that wants to go to the movies. You're not gonna pay for all your friends to go to the movies. They wanted to. You guys all made plans to go. You're not gonna treat them to go.
Mhm.
If that makes sense.
So you think like it depends on what it is, though.
Yeah, it's just the situation.
Mhm. Whether it should be expected or not.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty then.
And with that all being said, I'm gonna mute you two, and I'm gonna do my outro. It was nice working with both of you on this this different episode of Real Talk. I do see us working again on videos in the future. I know you have your podcast coming up, and we also have Real Talk that we do once a week, guys. So if you're new, subscribe.
Like.
Share with all your friends, all that good stuff. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's see.
So guys, you heard Skizzy best. That's the end of it. If you like what you've seen, like what we do, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to IAmBakugou, and I'll see you guys in the next one.